have a good side. I haven't found it yet.
You did. You got it.
When you think of Georgia, you think of peaches. You should probably also think of pecans. And another up-and-coming crop is citrus.
Yeah,
coming
that's
out
right.
of South Georgia.
Right. We,
With Duke Lane from the Genuine Georgia Group. We're at the Southeast Produce Council Southern Innovation Show in Savannah. Duke is showing off some good-looking stuff back here, but people do not expect to pick up a bag for something like this.
These
and
are,
here it came from Georgia.
Seedless easy peels. I call them East Coast easy peels. There's not a lot of that out there, grown in the Southeast particularly. So fruit eats amazing. The program's still in its infancy, so we've got a lot of work to do from the branding side and the building side, but we're super excited because we've got something really good to work with.
And when we think of citrus, we think of California, Florida, even South Texas and Arizona, but we don't think of Georgia, we don't think of Lower Alabama, but there's a little citrus belt that runs all the way across there.
Yeah, we've renamed it the Satsuma Belt, and right now Satsuma is the primary citrus grown in those areas, but there's grapefruit in the ground, there's Shiranuis in the ground, maples in the ground. There is
So the
burgeoning
Satsumas
industry.
have led the way for the other ones. And I think people might wonder, what are they talking about when they say a Satsuma? You ever had a clementine, you're thinking about the same kind of thing, same kind of eating experience, same kind of feeling.
That's it, yeah, super seedless. Shake them hard enough, they'll rattle really easy.
Now, historically, I was surprised to find out that back in colonial days, they actually did grow Satsumas in Georgia.
Yeah, they did. North Florida, they had a Satsuma season, and I think it kind of met its demise with like 3 maybe bad years in a row, and like in the 20s, but it was actually a thriving industry in the early 1900s. So we're
back
kind
then
of revitalizing that.
it was cheaper back then just to push further south into Florida, and they went all the way down to what's now called frostproof, which turned out wasn't frostproof, so they had to go even further south.
That's exactly
So
right.
why not, given the nature of the industry now and the inputs, why not bring back
Yeah,
this?
and I think that we're working with different varieties and different root stocks that give us a little more certainty now than we had back then, to be frank.
Now, by the time you get to citrus season, you will be to another much better known Georgia commodity. It's fantastic pecans. Georgia, most years leads the nation in pecan production.
Maybe not this year. We had an amazingly large crop last year, so volume's off a little bit. Really won't affect supply. But we're launching our 1 ounce bags, kind of the single serving snacks, over the holidays, and that business continues to grow. Value added pecan side with flavors in the snack packs is just spectacular.
Hand me a bag of gingerbread pecans and see what happens. There's more to come from Georgia, more to come from Southern Innovations. In Savannah, I'm Chip Carter reporting for RFD TV.
Yeah, I know.
Great.
Yeah, hey, all kidding. I'm